Arrrr, welcome to another edition of Strange New Pod. I am your fleet captain and host, Julian Brown. Alongside the best bunch of scallywags this side of Klingon space, we have Vice Admiral Erik and Lieutenant Commander Hawk and Captain Girafe. Hoist the colors, welcome back.
Jesus Christ.
And welcome aboard.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate the sea and everything in it.
Look down. Look down.
We are not going to Les Mis. If we were ever going to do a Les Mis show, Tawny Newsome would have to be on the pod.
Yes.
Just saying, because she's a
and
Les
Bonnie.
Mis fan. Then Bonnie too. Yep, good point. We should do a Les Mis show. No, we shouldn't. We should.
No, we should do Pinafore.
Oh my god!
No one wants to do
Pinafore. I did backstage on Pinafore, and Karen's
such
been
a
in
long
Pinafore.
show.
It is
My
a
God.
really long show.
I have
Never-
no idea what's happening.
Gilbert and Sullivan.
Zero.
Gilbert and Sullivan.
What?
It's
Star Trek
musical.
Insurrection, when Picard and Worf and Data sing. That's Gilbert and Sullivan, and that's from Pinafore.
His throat should growl.
And his lips should curl. And then
Oh my
everything.
Can I have a no button? No.
No.
No,
No.
no. You could have one of these though.
I want to know what the hell is going on.
Thank
You
you.
know, because, oh, guys, it is a pirate's life for me this week. So excited. What happens when former Starfleet counselors Dr. Aspen joins the crew to help find a group of missing colonists? What is their fascination with Spock? And when Pike and Una are captured by an Orion pilot, Ortegas is the pilot. An Orion pirate played by our own Lieutenant Commander Michael Hawk. How do they wiggle their way out of the situation and take back Enterprise? We will break it all down. For the record, that's not actually Hawk, but it is Michael Hugh, doppelganger extraordinaire. So,
Hawk.
You should
like
just duck, Hawk. Just a duck.
yeah, just duck real quick. Duck your head. Keep going. There he
Hey,
is.
2 hawks.
There
One
he
stone.
is. Oh, this is gonna be a good pod.
I'm
do
so
we-
lost.
No
I
one
mean, Lost is good. Lost is good. This is our review of episode 107, the Serene Squall. Like, what a perfect title for this episode, too. Like,
It's a squall.
a squall is a storm, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
You're
Yes,
correct.
It is a storm. Yep. There were no storms in this episode, but there were asteroids, and maybe the asteroids replicated the storm. So I don't know. That's a stretch. We're gonna have so much fun with this episode, but before we do, Girafe,
Actually,
it is your
wait,
turn.
wait,
Oh,
one second.
Wait.
I have a quick question for you. What would you guys do if we were hijacked on this Zoom call?
If
Oh
we
my
were
god,
hijacked,
is it the we're doing the strange new loop again?
oh well, I actually was gonna do that. What just happened?
Someone needs to go ahead and just capture this podcast because
Oh,
it looks like the captain doesn't know what they're doing. So here I am, guys.
Oh, what is
Hey!
Was I not put in the loop in this again? Is
Hell
this
no.
It's a hijack.
Giraffe?
That's
You
right,
knew
that's
about this.
exactly
You knew
no,
about
I
this.
did not know. I literally texted her today to like buy tickets to go to a bar. She did tell me. She told me nothing. We're not
No,
friends anymore.
My accomplice is Erik, actually.
I mean, this is pretty good. This is a good surprise.
This is a
Speaking
great
of
surprise.
pirates, it is the ensign admiral of everything, Dominus Matrix of what? Of Ryza, we said back all those months ago. You have like 1,000 titles. So
That's right. And all of
Andra
them
Galactic
worthy.
Champion.
oh,
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, Ensign Admiral Erin is here. This is great. This is awesome.
It's been so long. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Shocked. I'm kind of speechless at the moment. This is. I actually, to be fair, when Erik was like, were we going to get hijacked? I swear to fucking God, I thought he was going to bring in the other Michael Hugh. I really did. I was convinced for a second, and I was like, that would be quite the hijinks. Like, but this
I
is
love
better.
hijinks.
I love hijinks. This is better.
Listen,
Oh.
you can't get rid of me. You could try to flush me out an airlock, shoot me, but I'll always be back.
That's Laura Roslин's job.
That's true.
I guess Girafe. I was gonna have you do the patron, but since
no,
she's,
she can do it.
Yeah,
can
since
do
she's
it.
here, I feel
Here we
like
go,
she
guys.
has to, right?
Thank
All right.
you. One
Right?
more week of not reading poorly people's name. Thank you.
Oh, it's gonna be on because I haven't read some of these names before. so
Yeah,
here
it's a
we
huge
go.
list now.
I can see that. It's beautiful. I love all our Patreons. So thank you to Simon Stager, Jeff Reeve, Mariah Gossett, Jen Stein, Tina Alexander, Joe Saporito, Noe Santos, Kang Wee, Haven, Takako Nagumo, Kara Kennedy, Mark, Davidson, Susie, Jessica Desmond, Alan Davis,
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, Shatterhand 2049, Jesco, MC Frodis, Summer Richke.
Oh, you have
did I
an
skip a
old
line?
list. Wait, do you have the right outline?
I'm pretty sure I do. Says the Serene Squall.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm reading what you put down here. All right. Where was I? I lost
Sorry.
I lost myself. I think I skipped a spot. Fernando Nogales, SMK, Ian Davies, Lauren Linderman, Kowalian Night Spray.
That's your
Colin-
friend.
That's reasonable,
Oh,
stranger.
he's a character. I love him. Let's see. Where else was I? Maggie, Michael Graham, Alex Miller, Emily and Travis, Marianne Roth, Cassie, Raul, Summer Ritchie, Riker Tattoo X2, Maggie Light, and our two newest collective members, Wayne Ritz and Scone of Arc, which that's a great name. I love
That's
It
it.
is a
fantastic
great
name.
name. Thank you so much, Patron Collective. I know Chris is in the chat. I put in your updated name, but it didn't get in there quick enough, so I'm sorry. Your joke is missed. Do it next week though, because each time your name changes, it's really
And
funny.
we just got a new patron.
Like, you mean just now?
Like just now.
Holy shit, just now.
Sean.
Wow.
Thank you, Sean.
Wow! Holy
Hi,
crap!
Sean.
Patron Collective, what is going on? It's like 3 a week.
Been a
You guys are
long road.
so fucking awesome. You missed the singing, Erin.
Oh
Lucky.
no, I'm so sad that
Oh.
I missed that.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh, such a shame. Hey, Giraffe,
Yes.
tell people what's happening next week.
What's
What's happening next week? You know what's happening. You're the queen of the Patreon.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was like, so many things happening in my life, Julian. Next week we're gonna record our table raid for that's the thing you wanted me to say,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
well
Okay.
done.
I see you freaking out. I'm like, oh
Well,
no.
well done, number one.
Yes, we're gonna record our table read for this quarter, and it's gonna be magic to make the sanest man go mad. And we're gonna record it on the 22nd. It's gonna be first available to patrons and then release.
Yep.
Right?
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, and I think we're finding a fancy way to make that live for people. So we'll have
Yes.
details on that next week.
We're trying.
We're trying. So also we'll be recording our first Orville episode next week, and that's gonna be
A shit show.
it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be a shit show.
That
But
Yeah.
first episode was a real
Oof,
choice.
It was a choice.
A choice.
indeed.
Yes. I watched like number 3 today and still a choice.
Oh, it's 3
Yeah,
out. I
season
haven't
3
seen
is
yet.
rough.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
whether it's a choice or not, our Patron Collective, since they're gonna have access to those episodes first, are gonna have a chance to win the Orville. We got one of the Eagle Moss models of it to give away, so be prepared for that. We're gonna figure out a way to do that. I don't know. I haven't figured out how the contest is gonna work. I have a week. Magnets are here with Eric's awesome Cadet Pride logo. Killed it, and the stickers are on their way, and then all of the shipping in the House of Brown Logistics. That's my place. Will
Send
will
mine
happen.
to Giraffe. I see her all the time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm so behind on sending you guys your stuff.
And by the
Um,
way,
it will
Sean
happen.
is Sean from Chicago.
Miss Chicago. That's awesome.
Hey!
Ooh,
I thought we were
Chicago.
going to DragCon together, Sean. You let me
Ooh,
down on this.
drag-
Is that the
Con.
Sean that's in the chat right now?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so. Yes, yes. So welcome. Ooh, who's Silver Medal Tavern? That's a great name too. We have new people in the chat. This is
Loving
exciting.
it.
I like it. So Erik threw me for a loop. And now I'm going to throw you guys for a loop because we haven't been doing the strange new loop the
Uh-oh.
past 7 weeks. But
Oh, you saved it for me.
I did unknowingly, and it's not even in the outline, but I'm going to do it anyway. It is time for our first Strange New Worlds, Strange New Loop. And the question is, if you could pick one character from any Star Trek series who could do the Alpha Brega 4 mutiny heist with you, who would it be and why? And chat, let us know
Sybok.
as well. Sybok.
Riker, 1,000%.
Riker would be fun. He would bring trombones.
Riker would be
That's
amazing.
my answer too. Yeah, that's like everybody's answer in the chat already.
Yeah.
I feel
He
like
has the energy.
yeah. Mariner
Or
would be
maybe
fun as
Dax.
well.
Mariner would be
Mariner.
great.
Dax.
Dax. Yeah, Haven wrote Dax, of course.
Dal would be good.
Yes.
Yes.
Doll.
Oh,
Um,
you know who would be great?
Ortega's.
Garrick.
Garrett.
Master Manipulator Garrick.
But Garrick would take it too far. That's what he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
There's not enough people answering Quark because
I
Quark
thought
would,
about Quark.
Quark would fail though. Quark would fail.
Yeah, in the end,
Yeah.
he would try like to keep everything for him. It would not work. I'm telling you, Dal, Mariner, or Riker have like that chaos energy
Yeah.
to like pull that
Mariner.
off.
Jadzia Dax. I know who your favorite Dax. Oh, it's not your favorite Dax. Your favorite Dax is Ezri. Haven wrote Jadzia, and I'm kind of at a loss for words because every answer from Haven is always Ezri.
Tom
Dax.
Paris.
Tom Paris and
I
Kim
thought
from
about him
Sartuga.
too. But
Yeah.
it has to be the two of them, Tom Paris and Harry Kim, because together they are chaos.
Talix and his Neelix and his root stuff.
Oh yeah, Leo LaRoute.
Oh,
That's what
boy.
he would have
Imagine
served
Leo
them, and they
LaRoute.
would have killed him.
Yeah, exactly. They would all be dead.
I think the,
Yeah.
We know the real answer is Tuvix.
Yeah.
that's how you get kicked
That's
off the
always the
pod.
answer.
Get
You
out
kicked
of
off
here.
the pod. Oh my god.
I think that deserves a get off my bridge.
I think I still have that.
Get off my bridge.
There it is.
Yes.
And the
one of
pod
these-
goes down.
Yeah, and one of these for good measure.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
Oh, any other answers to the Strange Loop? I mean, the answer is Riker. It's Riker. It's always Riker. And Ensign Rowe. Ensign Rowe is good at hijinks. I like
Yeah.
Ensign Rowe.
Hmm.
I think she might take it too far too, though.
Yeah.
Probably. She'd actually probably start a real mutiny.
Yeah.
So, and go join the Maquis again. So let's not do that. Something we should do is I could do my pirate voice again, but I might get yelled at. It is
Do
time.
it. Do it. You should do it.
No.
Do it.
Please stop
it's
it.
time.
Still plenty of eye rolls left.
Yes.
Of episode
I missed
107
that, and I wish I would have heard it.
of
but I'm loving
Strange
it now.
New Worlds.
This
It
is
is
going
the
to be
Serene
such a long
Squall.
hour.
Luckily, we're only doing one podcast, right, Jeff?
Yeah. Luckily, we're only doing one podcast. Girafe, again, you were going to go first, but Erin's here, so you're spared for at least one person. We'll go the round table this week. Will go Erin, Girafe, Erik, Hawk. Erin, take it away. What did you think of this? Oh wait, sorry, you've thrown
What
me
are
off.
you doing?
Erin's
What is happening?
here.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Erin's here, and the whole thing is thrown off now because it's like our old episodes where we'd go down and just everybody would give their thoughts, but that's not.
We're
what
going
doing
down.
anymore.
When did we ever go down during the episode? Like I was not at the
It
fun
was getting
episodes.
sexy. I don't know where we're going.
Hijinks. Oh yeah, baby.
Hijinks. So this episode is awesome. We're gonna just go right into talking about Counselor Aspen and then Captain. What was their final name?
Angel.
Captain Angel. It's awesome in the sense of diversity, right? Because we have trans filmmaker Sydney Freeland who directed this episode, which is fucking awesome. And then, as we're about to talk about, trans actor Jesse James Keitel guest starring as Dr. Aspen. Pretty awesome, right? That this episode also happens to be airing during Pride. Erin, we'll start with you. Your thoughts on Jesse James Keitel and Sydney Freeland directing this episode?
I mean, first of all, I really enjoyed the episode. I didn't know what to expect because it started kind of odd, but I love them. Like, I like when we bring in new characters who can stand up to a cast that we know, right? Like, we know these people. It's been what, like 5, 6, 7 episodes, and I feel like it's hard to really take up the same amount of space as those characters, and they really did. Like, I loved Angel. I was here for it. I love when characters like that get away because you're like, they're coming back.
Yes.
So I was a big fan.
Nice. Giraffe.
Yeah, I loved it. So I didn't know them, but all the hype on Twitter made me go on Instagram and places. I'm speaking like an ancient person, but whatever. And I think they really excelled in like the Captain Angel part because I like a good villain. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna talk about it again, but
We certainly are. Yep.
yeah. Yeah, I think it was a great episode, and as Erin said, to be able to still shine when you're paired with Ethan Peck is kind of pretty impressive.
Nice. Erik, your thoughts on Jesse James Keitel and Sidney Freeland?
I love them on the show as I was gonna call them Dr. Afro. That's not right. Doctor.
No, different franchise. Different franchise.
I like the rapport they had with Ethan Peck as Spock was great, especially when we find out that their character is, slightly related to Spock.
Yeah.
At least is known to that character. I just saw them on Queer as Folk, and they're fantastic on it as well. So it was nice. I didn't realize that they were on. I didn't watch the trailer for this week, so I was just like, "Hey, I know you." That was awesome, and they're a great actor. So very much enjoyed them on the show.
Hawk.
Yeah, agreed. Standout performance for this episode, and that Angel was fantastic, but also the way like they played up the Dr. Aspen and that. I gotta call out Starfleet in that because identity theft seems kind of easy.
Would they not have a profile for this person?
Like, even
There's
maybe a
no
picture.
pictures.
I have so many thoughts about that.
Anyways, they were fantastic in the role of Aspen too, in that because like knowing all the right questions to ask, knowing the right demeanor to have as a counselor, and that and manipulating Spock the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course the heel turn was great, and all that caring and empathy went out the window, and it was just like mean-spirited like pirate.
Yeah.
With a goal. I'm guessing this is somebody from Sybok's, from a different, like I think Sybok was a different person way back when, and that because I'm not sure like this was like a great partnership, considering the Sybok we meet is like all peace and love and wanting to meet God and that. And,
well, he could have moved to religious extremism, right? From religious extremism to hippieism, I guess. I don't know.
Anyways, and as you said, Sidney Freeland directing the episode. The entire thing is so wonderfully paced, and that knowing exactly where to put the focus for the direction. Everybody thinks like the crew being taken captive is the big story this week, and it's really just the B plot.
Yeah.
Mm. And if you have not watched, Sidney Freeland has directed a show called Reservation Dogs on Hulu, which is very good.
Oh, so good.
Reservation.
Very, go watch
Captain
that.
Angel 1701 is in the chat. I heard we need a new captain on the bridge. Interesting intrigue. I want to know who that is.
Yep.
Who are you?
Come join our Zoom.
Come join our Zoom.
Come.
Come. I will say that I thought that that Jesse James Keitel was really great, though. I will say that I wasn't so convinced when she was playing Dr. Aspen. So I think if I'm not mistaken, Jesse James Keitel's pronouns are she, her.
Yeah,
but the
Google
character
says it was
is non-binary. So
Yeah.
Aspen / Angel is they, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but anyway, I wasn't so convinced on the Dr. Aspen front, just because like there were just so many warning signs, and then like I don't want to knock her acting, because I think that she's absolutely fantastic, but it was such a clear difference from when she went from playing Aspen to Angel. The character is so entirely different and so much better and so much cooler, and I almost wish that the reveal was a little bit late, like earlier in the episode, because I would have liked more of like the bad persona, because it's just it's so well done.
Were you surprised about the turn? Because
No,
I
not
wasn't
at all.
surprised. Yeah, okay.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I was
When-
surprised
when-
because I watched the thing without subtitles, so I'm like trying to understand.
Yeah.
So I cannot pay attention to everything, and I was like, "Wait, what?" But when I rewatched it today, I was like, "Yeah, duh."
Yeah.
When they stunned them on the bridge and didn't actually shoot to kill, I was like, something's
Yeah, there were a lot of stuns and not a yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
For pirates, they're very nice.
Yeah.
It's cool. And listen, it's great to have Sidney Freeland directing, like having a trans director, directing or an already diverse cast, and then to also have a trans actor on the set. It's just, I love what Strange New Worlds is doing with diversity, and this is just really cool this week. Let's talk more about Dr. Aspen and Captain Angel, because it's a really unique situation. I've been talking like a pirate because they are a space pirate, the space pirate. So while on board, Dr. Aspen, aka Captain Angel, forms this very interesting bond with Spock, which we kind of find out later is like a bit of a ruse, right? Because Angel wants access to T'Pring, who is rehabilitating, quote unquote, Angel's Vulcan husband or ex-husband, right? One of those.
Her husband? Wait, their husband is supposed to be dead, no?
No,
But that's all a ruse.
Their husband is Sybok.
Yeah.
No, but that's the story.
The story is,
yes.
It was virus. It's actually the rehabilitation.
Wait, what? Okay, wait. Their husband is dead.
No, their husband is not
That
dead.
was a story that she.
That was the story.
In the story, they say
Yes.
their husband is dead,
Correct.
right? So
Mhm.
that doesn't mean that Sybok is their husband.
It was.
I think
it-
he's
no,
their
that,
lover.
that's so. I thought that story was a ruse, just to.
That story
Yeah.
was a ruse. Yep.
Yeah, not. It wasn't real.
So
But Sybok,
It's the real
is
husband. That's
the
what
real
I
husband.
took from it. And
why
like,
do you say husband?
Yeah, they
because
Are
I
they
thought
lover?
I thought that they say
No,
husband.
they say lover.
Oh,
in
I'm
the
sorry.
break.
I
thought it was
That's
husband
why I'm
too,
trying
to
to
be honest.
pinpoint.
No. I seriously thought during the dinner scene that they had mentioned husband. So
Yeah.
that's my fault.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
thought the same
that's
thing.
a lie.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a
Who doesn't
lie.
love dating a madman?
Anyway, let's
Oh,
move on.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well, bad guys lying. It works. So, let's talk more about how Keitel played the alter ego, right? How going over from Dr. Aspen, who's supposed to be an ex-Starfleet counselor, right? Like their counselor Troy, basically. But then switching over to like full baddie, phasers on kill, Captain Angel. Like, what did you think about the switch? Did you buy it? Did you not buy it? I know you kind of answered already, but Erin, go ahead.
I loved it. Like, first of all, I love a take back the ship. I always love it. I like climbing through Jeffrey's tubes and all this
Jeffrey's
other
tubes?
shit. I'm always a fan. I thought it was an interesting take on the story because normally those are like super serious episodes. But this reminded me more of like, you guys remember that episode of Stargate where it was like Daniel Jackson? It was the first one with Vala and she
Yes.
took over the ship. Vibes of that to me, except with more crew.
I
But
love Vala.
yeah, I know, right? And I really liked her whole vibe, or the whole vibe, right? Their whole vibe, and then just like there was so much weird stuff going on. Like Pike's making dinner for me. I was like, as soon as it happened, I was like, wait, what?
Pike
gonna
didn't
make
just
dinner?
make dinner. Pike
He
made
made a
chili.
feast.
He made chili as Girafe and I were texting a few days ago. Straight up chili. And
Yeah, but,
apparently,
like, Okay, I was like, what? This is the weirdest plan ever, but I'm here for it.
the
Like,
only thing that you need to know is that Girafe and I now have a chili date.
I'm
Yes, we
here
do.
for it.
We do. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
September.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna make
Alright.
chili. And
Where's that happening?
her place?
Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly. Yeah, you're coming here. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, but you're coming here before, so maybe here. We don't know.
There's gonna be chili. It's gonna be in a location.
It's gonna be
It's
chilly.
gonna
Maybe
happen.
twice.
There'll be a post.
Who
I'm sure.
knows?
It's true.
Yeah.
Anything else, Erin?
No, I just like it started out a little slow for me, and I was like, oh God, we're doing relationship stuff again. Like, I love you, Spock, but like, is this gonna be the Spock romance show? But then it's sort of
Thank
like
you.
it was about that, but it pivoted and became a lot more interesting as soon as the like the story sort of started moving. So
Erik, your thoughts on Keitel and the switcheroo?
Drafts before me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Draft, I tried to skip you again.
I got your
Oh,
back,
what?
Draft. Don't worry.
look at her,
Eric's got
she's
your
the
back.
captain now.
It's true.
I'm the captain now. No, I like a good switcheroo. I think we already did a switcheroo like an episode ago, and
We did?
now, well, it was
Body
like
swap.
a body swap switcheroo, and now we have a character like revealing themselves being the villain. It's classic Trek. I like it. It's I hope we're gonna get some new stuff. Then like Memento Mori kind of like serious tech on stuff.
Yeah.
But it was
Not next
it was nice. Not next week, no, I know, but there's what, like 2 other episodes left after this, so after next week. So I like so far how they've alternated between very serious episode and more and lighter episodes. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, I like it. It's good track. It's easy track. It's fun track.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Eric, I think you should ask Galaxy Star Queen's question.
Yeah, for sure. Random question in the chat from Galaxy Star Queen 77. Dance Dance Revolution battle between the Strange New Worlds crew. Who would win?
Ortegas.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Ortegas.
Uhura, get out of here.
Uhura. She has
Actually,
a train.
that's a good point. Broadway
That's a
train.
young people's game. Yep.
I'm gonna say Spock because like
What?
Dance is
The hell out of here.
after
Dance
his
Dance Revolution is very logical with its
Listen,
down.
he's after that bridge
I'm
fight, it's
open-minded,
obvious he's
but
got
that's
some
a-
moves.
that's a terrible answer.
He's got moves. He just
Maybe
doesn't show
number
it.
one. I mean, number one can sing. What other hidden talents?
It's true.
Yep.
It's true.
Uhura, stop it.
I'm
There's only
sticking
one
with her.
good
I'm sticking with
answer.
Ortegas.
So the chat has Talek saying
Ortegas,
La'an. Yum Yum Pod said Sam Kirk, obviously because of the mustache.
Right.
Mustache wins every time.
Sartuga said Mabenga would be a surprise success. Haven
He could
says
be
Chapel.
playing that game with his daughter.
obviously. Yeah.
Wasn't there like a form of Dance Dance Revolution last week between the I'm gonna cry. The boy,
No, that was,
the boy and his daughter.
Hopscotch.
Oh, it was hopscotch. You're right. You're right. That's true.
It was Dance Dance Revolution. That would have been
It was-
hilarious. So for me, right?
Yes.
What did I think of the turn? I wasn't surprised by it. And I don't know, like it didn't really. It felt very tropey for me.
Yeah.
Like it didn't work for me as much. I still like it because it's a fun trope, and I like pirates and stuff. So that's not on them. I guess not really on them too much. But I liked the idea that Angel was manipulating Spock the whole time. I thought that was such a cool way to like
Through
twist-
emotions too.
yeah, through
She's, like,
emotions. His
very
human
good.
side. And then what did she say at the end? It's not what you are, it's who you are. Like that's something that Spock's gonna end up, struggling with throughout his journey. So I like that that they were the ones that brought that forth.
Did you
maybe.
notice in that same like speech that they're giving to Spock that there's a bit of a like a Wrath of Khan Spock Kirk line bit where they go like has been and always will be, like I shall be and always will be your friend, and they say something like always has been and always shall be, like wrong about like putting like who you are in a box.
Yeah,
Thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I'm done.
Huck.
I didn't see the turn coming in that, but I'm still very sweet and naive at like core in that, so very easily fooled.
Because you're an
Same.
Orion.
Same.
You are, yeah.
And again, I did love the turn as Aspen in that, because confronting Spock on these really kind of deep issues that he's got as far as identity and that, and challenging him back and forth on it was fantastic in that. And yes, manipulating him with emotion rather than logic, great gambit. But the heel, like I said, the heel turn was great, because all that got dropped, and it was like, oh, the poor starving colonists, not my poor dead husband.
So good acting.
Just
that out.
relishing their victory, right?
So
And
good.
that firing off phaser is just like, woo! Loved it.
Yeah.
Great performance. Yeah.
I already kind of answered. The switch itself didn't work for me. I just never bought that the character of Aspen was a good guy. I don't know. So one, I'm going to credit the character a lot because great taste in music. Like I love house and EDM. So the fact that like they were having a little like dance party in their quarter is like, all right, I can get on board in that. But you're also a bad guy. Sorry, baddie. And the minute it happened, I was like, oh, cool. But then again, I'm going to say again, Jesse James Keitel was so good at flipping the switch, right? Like it just, like I want to see more of the character now, right? Like I want to see more
I'm
of
pretty
Angel.
sure we will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's gonna happen because there's gonna be
It's
like
gonna Yeah, they're gonna be the Harry Mudd of like.
It's gonna be like Thelma. Well, it's gonna be like Thelma and Louise, probably, right? Like you'll have Angel and Sybok, maybe like a little like combo. We'll see what happens. We'll have the eventual jailbreak episode. You have to imagine. I would think.
Okay, I have theories on this, but
Well,
I
let's
don't
get
know.
into the theories because let's talk about that big reveal and who Angel's lover was. I'm not going to say husband this time. It is none other than Spock's estranged half-brother. It's me, Sybok. Quoting Star Trek
Drama.
5. Come on. Come on.
Drama.
Everybody's so mad at me. What did we think about the introduction of this character, his connection to Angel, his connection to Spock, and where we think the series is going to go with such an iconic character from yet an awful fucking movie? Erin.
Well, as Girafe knows, I've only seen certain of the OG movies, and I haven't seen that one. So I know about Sybok, but I don't know.
We almost watched it last time. Almost. I was like, oh, we should watch this one. And then I was like, no, I don't want like, to go. And you were, I want to watch the motion picture. And I was like, and then after like 15 minutes, I was like, okay, let's watch something
I
else.
don't know,
I'm done
man.
with it.
Yeah, so my opinion is it's like that's a cool name for a character. It sounds like an X-Man. And I'm curious to see,
To
like,
be
I
my
want this
X-Man.
character to look like either super sinister or like I don't know. Like I'm interested. So I'm like the slightly out of the box here where I'm like, cool, looking forward to meeting another sibling of Spock.
That'll be cool for you, though, right? Because you'll get to go
Yeah.
into Star Trek 5 having more background than any of us ever did, which is, I think, pretty... Oh, Erik went and did it, and I'm so happy.
Sybok is not sinister. This is Sybok.
Oh, he looks like he's like a Jedi or something.
Well,
No.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Qui-Gon
Well, I mean,
vibes.
like, yeah.
Don't give
you
him that
could say
credit.
that.
He doesn't deserve that.
that is the best Christmas.
wait,
present
here's
I've
an
ever
actual picture of
bought
him on
anybody.
the actual box.
Oh yeah, there he
Oh.
is.
That's quite a beard.
Yep. We don't know who's playing Sybok yet. We're
Yeah.
gonna find out.
Fan casting. Who's your
That
fan
literally
cast?
could have been a stand-in at the end there, like legitimately.
Yeah, it's a standing.
So we'll see.
But
Draft.
if you were gonna
Oh, yeah,
fan
go ahead.
cast him, who would you fan cast him as?
Oh God. Do we get the original actor? No, he's
Is he
probably
not
long
dead?
No.
Okay, he's
No,
probably dead.
You know, this
Hmm.
is gonna sound really stupid,
Bring it.
but,
Bring it on.
but like Bearded Spock by Ethan Peck worked so well. If you could like judge the hair and do like a little bit of makeup, what if you had Ethan Peck and Ethan Peck as Spock and
No.
Sybok?
No.
No?
What is
Too
happening
much,
with
too
this
much.
answer tonight? Like, what is this?
Wow, Girafe
No.
throwing all the shade.
No. Come on.
I don't have
he's
a good
not-
answer. I don't know.
He's not jolly enough to be Sybok. I mean, even if it's young Sybok
Do
or
we need to
whatever.
get? Do we need to get shitty racist Tim Allen to do it? You said
No.
jolly, and I got Santa Claus stuck in my head.
No.
I don't know. I don't have a good answer.
All right. Well, this sounds like something we should ask the people. And
Indeed.
post that
Fan
on
cast.
Why don't
Twitter
they
and
get
Instagram.
Adam Nimoy?
Ooh.
Oh,
I like it. See,
I
that's a
actually-
good answer.
fuck you, Girafe.
Like, he's older, so it would work.
It would. Yeah,
I missed you
Ooh.
guys so much.
that's such a good answer. Damn. Okay. And he just got married. He
Mhm.
just married Terry Farrell. On
I keep that Star Trek fam.
Yep. So, Draft, we were talking about Sybok. What did you think about the reveal and where you think the series is going?
So I was lucky enough to watch this before spoilers. So I did not expect a reveal at all in the end. When they started speaking about the prisoner on the bridge and the name is Xavieris, I was like, huh,
Severius,
like-
right?
Xaverius,
Yeah.
which is like is a sent missionary, So I was like, that's a weird name for a Vulcan, right? But right away I was like, wait a minute. Like when they went like missionary, like Francis Xavier is a missionary that went like all the way to Asia and we're all over the place. So I was like, wait a minute. And when they went, oh, because I need you, Spock, I was like, no, when.
Yeah.
I kind of like didn't really thought they were gonna do it. I thought they were gonna just hint about it and maybe we'll see it in like the finale. But in the end, when like you just see him from behind, and what is driving me insane is that we see him from the perspective of T'Pring and Stone, and he's the guy that she's gonna leave Spock for,
yeah.
right? So that's his her assistant. And I'm like, girl.
Assistant missionary.
So I'm really interested in the plot they started here, because that's a plot that we don't have in TOS, right? It's not at all in TOS. It's just in the movies, and we don't know much about what happened. But I'm here for like this ordeal of a family drama, all of them, especially the idea that Spock lost a sister, right? And now he's kind of like finding again a brother, but he's been told to stay away from him. And now he sees that he has a lot in common with him. I think that's the point of the episode. But I do think that Sybok is going to be the root for whatever happened between T'Pring and Spock. I'm pretty sure that he's going to escape. We know that he's going to escape, right? And that's going to be such a kerfuffle, or like, I don't know, maybe she's going to be a hostage and Spock is not going to do for her what she did for him. And there's going to be some fallout. And I'm pretty sure Sybok is going to have a huge role to play on it in it.
See, I would tell you that normally that's a really good like guess and a really good theory, but like the whole giraffe is right is just like I feel like that's gonna be exactly what happens, right?
She's always right, you guys. We just watched Kenobi and she was everything. She's always right.
Captain Angel 1701, breaking news from Strange New Worlds. It was Jeffrey Combs who played Sybok. And if it listen,
Yes.
give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Give it to me.
Will I laugh? Yes. Will I love it? Yes, too. Like,
Give it to me. Give it to me. Shatterhand wrote Zachary Quinto for fan casting for Sybok.
He's too big for that.
That would be weird.
Yeah, too big. Erik, your thoughts on Sybok and where you think the series is going with this?
So
I'm sorry to make you go after Girafe.
No,
again.
no, that's fine because I have different things to say. There's a reason why Sybok lives on my shelf beside Jar Jar Binks. Like
he's a Sith Lord.
Like having. When I saw him, I'm pretty sure I wrote in our spoiler chat, "Fucking Sybok."
You did. Your exact words.
Yeah, with that tone too.
Like the ominous music and all the lighting, and you're sitting there like, "Oh, who they're gonna show? Oh, it's Sybok.
Ravens.
It's a hippie. It's a fucking hippie that they're gonna make a little evil there." That being said, because I love Sybok apparently, I would love to see him moving forward because we don't know much about him. And I think this would be an interesting time because no one knows. And even Kirk didn't really know about Sybok when,
Didn't know a single thing about him
at all.
until they were in the Enterprise's prison because of it.
Yeah. So,
Brother.
I like the idea of moving, of having Star Trek lore getting a little bit more explained and having characters come back, and especially bad guys, because bad guys always get defeated and then you're like, oh well, fuck, I guess we're never going to see them again. Like in all of Disco, every single one of the bad guys defeated at the end of that season. We don't need to see them again. Or disappeared, right? So if they have Angel come back and with Sybok, even better. I think that's going to be super cool, especially if it's
Power couple.
Yeah, they're holding hands like Thelma and Louise, like Julian said, in their shuttlecraft, just trying to run into everything. I don't know. I think that'd be hilarious. Yeah, I Sybok, as long as it's done well, and just based on these episodes, I assume it will be done well. So I'm looking forward to it. Cool.
Nice. Cool.
Fun fact time.
Hawk, your thoughts on Sybok and where it's going.
where it's going, it's hard to predict because, as you remember, Sybok was not a conventional villain in any sense of the word. In that, because most villains are out for power grab, the revenge. What did Sybok really want? He wanted to bring peace
Wanted
to
to find
everybody.
God.
He wanted to find God. He wanted to bring peace to everybody, and that was his big weapon was relieving people of their pain. This, however, is going to be weird because we all keep kind of casting older characters for this role, right? Older actors in this role and that, but I'm thinking this is the younger kind of crazier Sybok days and that. So
How many years before is that? Like 30 years?
30?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be about
So
30.
what
He
is
hasn't had a
young?
haircut since.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What did he do that was so bad? Because you guys are like, he wanted peace, but I'm assuming he wanted peace by
Well, that's
Thanos.
later,
Well,
right? That's later.
yeah.
He basically is so if you think about what the Romulans did thousands of years ago when they broke off from the Vulcans to become their own people, Sybok is the best way to describe Sybok is that he's basically a Romulan. He's living a fully emotional, quote unquote normal life with a full range of emotions. So he would be great for the reunification movement had it been in existence yet.
But he's more a religious extremist.
Yeah, that's
at
true.
that point.
Yes, that's true. He's the exact opposite of the logic extremists that were in Disco and in Enterprise. So and of course the Vulcans find that to be a danger because their whole way of living and life is based off of logic.
Plus, you don't want to give spaceships to gods.
No, they don't need them.
not to ruin your experience watching Star Trek V, Erin, but
There are unicorns.
Like I said, his biggest weapon was peace. And that, it's he converted people to his following and that by kind of rooting in, finding out what was, deep in their minds, what it was that was that one thing in their life that, made them so bitter or whatever. And that, and he would alleviate you of that, and you become one of his followers. So as I said, this could be the younger, wilder days of him.
Yeah.
I know Jesse Earl already thinks that he's going to be the set up as a big bad for the season finale of this year. So
or season 2.
See
That'd be
it.
cool.
yeah, it could be.
I don't know because Alex Kurtzman said we still have Gorn and before the season's over. I think it's going to be a Gorn finale. Personally,
I
could be
hope
wrong.
it's a Gorn finale because Sybok is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, but
Again, it's a character that has 30 years.
Yeah.
So they better start slow. Not like with
slow roll
Kristen
it.
Chappelle.
Yeah.
So that
Anything
was-
else, Hawk? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there was one other thing in that. It was about basically Spock and his secrets in that. He was talking to who was it? Was he was talking about Sybok to at the end?
Chapel.
He was talking to Chapel at the end, and that and she had to basically ask, you're Sarek's kid, aren't you? And that does he not reveal anything to his shipmates?
No, unless he's specifically
No,
asked.
yeah.
No. Spock
I'm
is
surprised
the
people
most-
don't know that though.
Yeah.
Or-
What that
He's
that
surprised
is
that
your
you-
brother?
No, that he's
Oh no,
Sarek's
but
son.
okay,
Sarek.
wait. No.
Even-
Chappelle knows. Chappelle knows he's the son of Sarek because when she was with T'Pring, the guy they were and T'Pring was Spock. The guy was like, "Oh, you're dating the son of Sarek."
That's
So
right.
excuse me,
She
or
had
Chappelle
to
is
have
very
known,
thick,
yeah.
or she knows that he's the son of Sarek. And you don't drop the name Sarek at that time without people knowing who the fuck he is.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But then again, even Kirk didn't know. And that, he found out in the episode Babel.
Yes, in Journey to Babel. Yeah.
Journey to Babel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Kirk's not one that pays that much attention, so
No.
I'm not surprised he didn't know.
no. I just want to start by saying that while we have the Giraffe is our always right background, we need one for me this time because I called it. I called Sybok for weeks ago. I said I couldn't find it in the chat, so it had to have been in the pod. I said, "Give me Sybok, you fucking cowards," and they gave me Sybok.
I don't recall this.
It
You
happened.
willed it into existence.
I did.
That's amazing.
I willed it into existence.
Listen,
So
it's not
listen
because
to
you're
me.
right
Listen
once
to me.
that you're
She's gonna
always
take
right.
away my
Okay?
thunder. You're taking away my thunder. Anyway, I I'm super happy it was Sybok, though you kept egging me on about the reveal so much, and they started talking about Klingons, and you know how much I fucking love L'Rell, that I was like, it's L'Rell, isn't it? Like, they're going to go to the Klingons, and L'Rell's going to be like, you fucked with the wrong captain. Captain Pike's my boy. Like, sorry. But it was Sybok, which is still really cool. Where they're going to go, I think that we are going to see Sybok try and sway Spock away from Starfleet, from logic, and like go on this journey with him. And I do think that Spock will think about it, but you have that line from First Contact where Picard asks, like, how close were you to, like, you know, thinking about taking the Borg Queen's offer? He's like, 0.58 seconds, sir. For an android, that's an eternity. I don't think that Spock is going to think about it too seriously, and I think that's where it's going to come into conflict. And I think that's how we're going to get to Star Trek V, when Spock wants nothing to do with Sybok, right? Like, nothing to do with him. And I think we're gonna get to why that exactly happens. So I'm stoked for this character. I like that he looked exactly like him, even though we saw just the back of him. I'm here for
you know who it's gonna be? It's gonna be Brent Spiner, because he needs to be in everything.
No,
Oh my God.
You guys, I love
It's
you.
gonna be Jonathan
No
Frakes.
more Brent Spiner.
It's gonna be Frakes. He's gotta be in everything. You know,
God,
he's,
no.
he's chef on this Enterprise too.
Why not?
Yeah.
Chef on this Enterprise.
We were talking about Chapel. Let's talk about her some more, because Strange New Worlds has been going really hard, no pun intended, on the fact that her and Spock have something going on, and this episode very much confirms that. T'Pring even called it, like, that was a very passionate kiss, Spock. This does seem to be the only arc that Chapel's had this season so far. Like, she hasn't really had a lot of other, like, like, they pointed out this in the second episode, like, that, you know, she was flirting with him, like Uhura points that out, right? Do we like the focus on her and Spock, or do we want to see her really break out and be her own character, Erin?
I'm never a fan of stories that make it clear that men and women can't be anything other than, like, interested in each other, or like things like that. And I do think that friends can tease each other, like, about, like, sex and stuff like that, if they've got a good, comfortable friendship. I think you can, like, be flirty with your friends if you guys are all on, you know, if everybody's on the same level. So I don't love that seems to be the focus. What I do like is that when we see her as a capable officer, even though she's a nurse, like a non-combatant, right? But, you know, they live in a world where, you know, they just had a Klingon war and such things. I like that she is capable, and she's not like, oh God, what am I gonna do? She, like, hides, gets in there. She's got her little thing.
Yeah, and I dug that.
Yeah, she fights for her life, and she's smart, and I like that. I would like to see more friendship, less, like, you know, this, like, thing.
I have a huge problem with it.
I know.
And the question is in here because I went on a rant on text. Being like, what
the question is going to be
fuck?
in here no matter what. But
Like,
you
okay.
made it, yeah.
First of all, Nurse Chapel is one of these legacy characters, okay? And she was played by Majel Barrett, none other, okay? So she's an important character in TOS. She's one of the rare women in TOS too that has, like, line, dialogue, a backstory, stuff to say, incredible acting. I mean, we already have more on Chapel than on any other women in TOS. And that's what they do with that character. I'm so fucking pissed. Like, basically, we know two things about her, right? She arrives and she is a geneticist. She's a specialist in, like, DNA manipulation and so on. Women in STEM, like, fucking cool. And that's the last we've ever heard about it. Nothing at all. Like, even the guy that does the transporter was more instrumental to, like, saving Spock with the thing she cooked up. And then everything is about who she wants to fuck and nothing else. Like, we know she's a bisexual. Great. I didn't really need to know that, only by one line said by Ortegas in the middle of a conversation. Like, it's brought in for what? Like, make her more interesting? I don't know. And then it's all about her being incapable of keeping a relationship, and then being in love with Spock. And we know she's in love with Spock all the way to TOS. That means that what is going to be the main plot for that character is that she's secretly in love with Spock for 10 years. Like, it's 2022. I'm not
Yeah, that's
interested in
sad.
that kind of plot. It's sad, and nobody does that. Do you know women that have an actual job, a badass attitude, a real interest in something, and all they're described is like, oh, she's in love with the first officer. What?
Yeah.
It's so lame. Like, and the thing that they brought it up now is too early. Bring that up like in the third season, like later. I don't know,
Yeah.
at the end of the season. But that's basically all we have about her. Nothing else. Okay, she's good at like hypo spraying people too. Cool. And like Uhura got so much more depth and more writing and more I don't know, interesting bit of like discussing with other people. We've seen Chapel mainly discussing with Ortegas and Spock, and that is all.
Yeah.
Nothing else. So
and Mbanga, but like yeah.
Mabenga is
agreed.
like,
no,
and
agreed,
it's not even
agreed.
like a very like felt
No.
conversation. Mabenga had a like very good conversation with Una, for example,
Yep.
and not Chapel. It is so heartbreaking to see a legacy character being relegated to basically being a piece of ass. I mean, we
Yeah.
already have a fan peg for that. Like, we don't need just.
I think he meant to say
No,
Anson
but I
Mount,
mean-
but you know.
No, all of
It's
the
a joke,
above.
but you know what I
All of-
mean?
yeah.
I'm
All
just
the
like,
goddamn crew.
God damn, like, really, we
Agreed.
shouldn't have women in shows right now that are just here to be the love interest. Like, please.
I
move
mean,
on.
you're getting. I mean, Yum Yum Pod. Giraffe is right. Joaquin Silly, totally agree, Giraffe. Odd Potato Yo, I agree that I guess their ship name is Chalk isn't an interesting storyline.
Because we know
Yeah.
it's going nowhere,
Yeah,
and
no,
basically
agreed. It's
now,
gonna
like
go
with
nowhere,
that kiss,
yeah.
it's just like torture. Like she's just gonna be like, and she mopes already at the end of the episode. I was like,
Yeah.
next,
Yeah.
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 Anyway, rant over. Thank you.
Eric.
Totally agree.
Pick up the rant, Eric.
Agreed. No,
Yeah.
no. So, I will say I love Jess Bush. I think she's a fantastic actress. That being said, wait. Also, they have great chemistry, right? Her and Ethan Peck have good chemistry
They
on
do
screen,
have really
which is nice to
good
see.
chemistry.
It's not what I want to see from Nurse Chapel. I gotta agree with everyone who's talked so far. It is the worst part of her storyline right now, especially after seeing her in the first 2 episodes being so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like she had that rabbit sequence, and like that was the most action she's seen the whole series.
Yeah.
Even in that whole, what was that Ghosts one where it was all medical?
Oh, Ghost of Illyria.
Yeah, like that should have been more her too, I feel like.
Yeah.
And nothing. She was still relegated to the back. I don't understand why she's just there to make googly eyes at Spock and for him to sort of make googly eyes back at her in his Vulcan-y way.
Yeah.
It's so insulting to Majel Barrett too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Like,
I hope they move. Like, I hope they actually give her something, because like all that potential for nothing this season, it's
Can
upsetting.
we see her
By the
do
way, if
some
they
damn
don't
science?
cast, if they don't
do
cast,
some science.
if they
Thank
don't
you.
catch Roger Corby with Christoph Waltz, I'm gonna riot.
Is, like, are they actually supposed to meet up this
Yeah,
soon?
yeah.
Yes.
Like, I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
the time.
Kurtzman
Pretty soon,
also said
yeah.
that in his big like Trek interview.
Oh, but even then, like, if he comes in, I don't want it to be about
No.
them falling in love. Like, that would be boring.
Again,
No, agreed.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like her angle shouldn't be
Like,
all romance.
I
Yeah.
would love to see her do like Giraffe said. She was a cool person in STEM. They talked about genetic manipulation in the first episode, and we haven't seen any of it. Any of it other than the cool makeup they did for like 10 minutes. It's upsetting. It's sad. And Jess Bush she deserves better because she's such a compelling person on screen. To have her just be like, yeah, sad that she doesn't have Spock. That being said,
We all sad that we don't have Spock. Women, move on.
Yeah.
I still go to my job, and I'm so badass on my job.
Yeah.
You
Sure,
know,
let's go
like
off.
I'm not gonna be like moping away my life.
my one of my
Guys,
favorite
Every time Giraffe comes to LA and we go out and have lunch or something, I expect that if Ethan Peck walks by, because it's LA, that I will see a dust cloud shaped giraffe imprint, and then she will just be like on him like a tree.
They always seem to go to restaurants and bars that I like in Toronto. So part of me wants to just like hang out at one of them and be like, "Are you guys gonna come today?"
Eric's gonna be there every day, every night,
every
all
single
day.
one. Just rotate. The near the end when Spock is talking to Nurse Chapel and he's like, yeah, I wanna talk to you because you're human, obviously, and you, not me, would like to talk about your feelings, right? I thought that was the funniest thing ever. With Nurse Chapel, and she's like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't have feelings for you.
That to throw soup at her.
But it's definitely not me. Me, Spock, I don't have feelings for you. Definitely not me. You, not me.
And Marilla asks, "Hi, folks. I just finished watching. Did we really have to bring back Sybok?" And the answer is yes. Yes, we did.
Yes, we
100% we had to bring back Sybok.
I want to be a character again.
Like, not even a question. Hawk, I'm going to let you go in a second. I just want to read Chatterhand's comment. I don't know. I think believing that she's being just relegated to the romantic interest, quote unquote, is a bit of a knee jerk. I don't think it is, because that's.
Has she done anything else?
Hey, I want to be wrong.
She's done on the show. Like,
She
I want to be wrong.
I want to be wrong too, but like that's literally what she's been doing on the show. So I don't know if it's that much of a knee jerk. Hawk, go ahead. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, like agree, Giraffe, agree, Erik, agree, Erin. It's like this is the most poorly handled character of the whole show, in that basically, like, just I'm tired of her being portrayed as like some, having this puppy love is unrequited with Spock, and that, I mean, it doesn't seem realistic in the future, and that, people aren't, she knows he's in a relationship, people move on in that, so the writers just kind of keep her stuck in this loop in that. And yeah, she's a great actress, Jess Bush. It's a legacy character we know she can handle. I mean, like, she took down 2 pirates with a hypo spray, so and as far, so the only thing I can think is that the writers at some point have to give her some like an episode that basically focuses solely on her in that,
and medicine and
people don't think that you can do a good episode about that. Beverly Crusher had great episodes involving like medicine, medical ethics, and that,
and that's the 90s too. Like,
that was the 90s.
We can do it. It's possible.
In love with a ghost, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
No ghosts, no candles.
Erik in the chat wrote that Sybok has been the one running everything in the background. He's the mastermind. And SMK goes, did Erik just reference the greatest galaxy? And all I could think of is the running gag in theory that Jar Jar Binks is the Sith Lord, and he's the one running the whole
That's
thing.
why I was asking you for, like, it's because he's a Sith Lord.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say very quickly, because y'all are right. The one thing I'll say is that I don't mind the Spock Chapel romance thing. I don't mind it in the sense that, like, if they do it, that's fine, but you need to give her more than that. Like, I don't mind shipping, and I don't mind seeing relationships on screen, but you need to make her a full character and give her an episode, like Hawk said, to do something. Like, she's not just a piece of meat. She is a character like everybody else on this show. And from Spock to we're gonna get Roger Corby, like you have to do something else than having her be the love interest. And that's
I disagree, just because I think that this happens to female characters a lot of the time, and what it does, it erodes their professionalism. This woman is a professional aboard a starship. She knows her duty, and so now she's a homewrecker. Like, that's basically what it is. It's that you can't keep your priorities straight. Like this, it's, like, I work in an environment where there are a lot of people and like young people, and it's, does it happen? Yes. But where it generally happens is I would say the lower ranks. And if you're a professional and you do that, that destroys your career. So is Nurse Chapel really going to allow her career to be destroyed by a feeling? Because sure, people have feelings, right? Like, sometimes you're at work and you're like, man, they're hot and they are charming and I really like being around them, but we are professionals and I'm never going to cross that line because it's inappropriate.
But no, you're right though. But that's what she says at the end of the episode. So you're absolutely right in the situation. She says, I know that's not who you are. This is case closed. Like, this is over. Obviously it's not, but like, she did do that. She is a professional. So I mean,
Yeah, but we'll see where it goes. I feel like they're heading down a line
But-
where they're going to make it happen.
Well, but we know it doesn't happen according to us. And if it
Right.
happens, it's even worse because that means that it happened and then she kept being in love with him for like 10
yeah, and
years
that would be
and
fucked,
waiting
yeah.
behind when he's not divorced, by the way, because he's still with T'Pring technically. I'm like, that's a terrible storyline for a woman. Terrible. Like,
Agreed.
ugh.
Like I would even wonder if Spock would act on it too, right? Like he seems so
And
professional, right?
And
on
that's
a bridge.
exactly what Chapel said, right? Like he
yeah.
wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, this isn't JJ verse, so I don't think they would be doing that.
No.
Oh, you don't think we're going to see somebody like in their matching bra and underwear? Like perfect.
I assume we'll see that from
We
Sam
do not
Cook
speak
eventually.
about this. We do not speak about
no
this.
Vulcan tracking stones. Anyway, let's move on to a happier subject and the comedy and the great bits in this episode.
Yes.
Pike, Una, and the mutiny. Oh, good old Alpha Brega 4. Pike and the crew are quote unquote captured, and that is a very loose captured. Pike is clearly in control of the situation the entire time, right? Like he has them sipping out of, like, you know, I'm trying to use too many different analogies at once. Wrapped around his fingers, drinking out of his cup, whatever. He cooks chili for them, but he's just having fun. Like he's having a ton of fun. What did we think about these moments? And then Pike just like he gets to let loose, right? Like making the best out of what's otherwise kind of like a shitty situation. Erin.
I mean, it definitely shows his confidence as a leader and his ability, not that he was completely in control, but he understood, he observed them and their manners and things that were going around, their mannerisms, and manipulated them like a master, right? And that was super fun. And I like that it was a lighter tone. I was like, wait, they're having the captain cook? That we were definitely pushing on the level of like lower decks insanity there. Like I'm like, all right, so Captain Pike is cooking with spices he's probably never seen before. Like I cook a lot, so I'm just like, well, I mean, maybe he could do that. You can smell it, you can taste it.
Did you see him smelling the spices?
Yep.
I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Peak
But
move.
First of
Awesome.
all, Erik, I'm gonna need a sticker that says Alpha Braga 4 to put on a water bottle. And you know what? I love hijinks. This is what I wanted from this show, was more of this like, I like to have very Voyager, like there's an overarching story. I'm also glad we didn't see any more about Pike being sad this particular episode about dying in the future. Like I know that's there, but we don't need to be reminded every episode. But in this one, he was like, they were all sort of like gelling, and he cooked, and they're like, we're gonna send you the Klingons, and the Orions were crazy. Like their outfits reminded me of Lower Decks more than anything else. And I just enjoyed it, man. It was a ride.
Draft.
Yeah. I mean, that was so fun. I'm just so happy that we see him like literally like having a, what do you call that? Like that's like the wheel of the ship, like and like the guy was like flying behind him and like phaser.
Like a guy climbing the wall.
Yeah, climbing the walls. Like I missed the part where they actually take over the ship because I think that would have been hilarious. But actually, like to have these fast forward with the guy climbing the wall and like a phaser and stuff, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Erin's got a good point though, right? Like that's very Lower Decks. Like we didn't see it, but they're just like all of a
Absolutely.
sudden in that situation.
Yeah. We're having
I loved
sci-fi shit up in here.
Yeah.
Like that's absolutely, that was hilarious. I think it was an excellent B plot. And we know because of the tone of like the cooking and all that it was not going to be the Emerald Chain and Osara just like murdering people. So it took the age off right away, and I think that was great because when the Remy arrives, like you're like, you don't know with Orions now. You know, like, are they fun like in Lower Decks? Are they murderers like in Discovery? What are we gonna do? What is going to happen? Yeah,
It's just whatever the wheel comes up with that week.
yeah. So as soon as they were like, oh, like we're gonna cook and so on. So I really liked it, and I think that's the moment where Pike was like, oh, we're gonna be good. They're not gonna airlock us. They're not gonna murder us. You know.
Don't worry.
We're gonna-
I convinced them to sell us to the Klingons.
Yeah. No, that was hilarious. That was very good. I like that kind of comedy. I think it's perfect. And we see a little bit of it in Discovery too, between Book and Michael, when they're like, you know, telling, oh, we're gonna do like this, we're gonna do like on this planet.
Remember
And-
that time?
yeah. I think it's great. Short treks.
Short
Yeah.
treks.
Give us Alpha Braga 4.
Yes.
Yep, agreed. Eric.
I love goofy Star Trek. I think that shit is hilarious, and I'm like, after all these years of disco and all the serious Star Trek, having this is just a fucking delight, and it's something I can, like, you know, I like watching stuff with my kids, and this is a show that I can definitely be like, hey, we're enjoying ourselves, not just like talking about how children are being used as batteries on, you know, it has some lighthearted moments. Like, man, it's a fucking, like, rollicking pirate adventure. Who thought that was gonna happen? No one. There's a
In
slight
2022,
mutiny,
it's the Star Trek we need.
right?
Yeah.
And oh my god, I don't know. Like, I started tearing up laughing when fucking Pike was like steering with a fucking wheel. Like, what
I
is this
know.
gonna do in space?
so
What is
much.
this gonna do?
Don't do a lot, god damn it.
And Ortega's like quips throughout the whole time, throughout the whole mutiny and all of the piratey adventures, just perfect. I love like, it was such a good, you know, lighthearted part of this episode. Probably my favorite part, to be honest.
I'd watch like a whole another hour of them just doing piratey shit.
Yeah, and Pike making a pirate voice at the end. My god.
Oh, and the
and
It's the
Una's
best.
expression. Please stop. Oh my god.
Yum Yum Pod writes, the dryness of Picard makes this show so refreshing.
Yes.
Oh, so true.
Can we make the third season of Picard fun like this?
I mean, I think
please?
they're going to be on the Enterprise ERF, so I think it's got to be fun, right?
I just-
like,
They went back
we'll
in
see.
time.
But
I
will
just
it be
wanna
fun?
back in the time. It's
You're right.
Eric's, yeah, you guys both have a great point. Hawk, Alpha Braga 4.
Pike, as always, was wonderful this episode. I really enjoyed my time working with him in that, although most of our scenes got left on the cutting room
Dude,
floor.
Eric told me about the tap dancing scene.
Yeah, no, you
Where-
spent
where
3
did
weeks
that
learning
go?
tap. It's so.
I gained 80 pounds just for the role.
Are those going to be in the outtakes? Ooh, Patreon.
Ah,
Do people understand this joke? Like,
I think some people do and some people don't. We'll see.
I
Even
don't.
does.
oh,
Hawks.
The
Hawks
actor who played
Stop.
Remy, actor who played
Stop.
Remy, his name Michael Hawk. Same.
No, I got this, but I don't
Okay.
know what the tap dancing thing is about.
oh, we're just.
Oh, I'm
joking
talking
around.
about the material that
being
got left
stupid.
on my performance that got left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. NY it says, let's be glad they didn't make it Alpha Berman 4
Oh my god, I had too much Braga for like
from the Orville. Yeah.
next 10
Oh,
years.
boy.
Like I was like, I don't want to hear again about him. I'm done. Thank you.
Sorry, Hawk.
So yeah, Pike was so great in this. You know, there's a B plot. There was absolutely no jeopardy to it. In that, what it reminded me of, that there was this old episode of Firefly years ago. In that way, it shows you how Mal got the ship, and
Yeah.
that, and when he was recruiting Jane.
Yeah.
You remember Jane was holding him up and that, about to take the ship and that, and it was basically like, he started
Mhm.
recruiting Jane right there and that. And he's like, you share a bunk, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this little guy is just like obviously smells and that, and that's exactly what he did with the crew.
Yeah.
Like, fun. First, starting with the cooking, which was awesome. You know, because like,
Listen, cooks on ship are usually the best cooks ever because you're already stuck in the middle of nowhere. If you eat garbage, you're gonna have a mutiny,
Sure.
and that is
Yeah.
not a joke.
Same thing in Firehouse. Apparently, like, yeah.
Well, when I worked on shows, still like doing background and all that, I have to tell you, there were shows that I didn't go back to because their catering was like not even just like not good, like really awful. And I'm like,
That's too
you want me
bad.
to be here for 12 hours and it's like, we're like on a location, so it's hot, blah, blah, blah. And you're not even going to feed us well. But then other shows, you work like 14, 15 hours, but they feed you really well. Every day, here I am. I'm there. Let's do it. I'm here for you. Just feed me.
I've
And
never
food
had
is
bad
everything.
craft services before. That's weird.
Oh, I have. You
Oh
I
man,
can believe it.
I'm
Oh,
guys want me to
I'm
throw
go-
someone under the bus?
yeah.
Team Wolf, your catering blew. I worked once on that show. Never again.
Never again.
Did they?
Goodbye.
I thought
Teen
they
Wolf.
filmed Team Wolf up in Vancouver.
Was it Team? It's the one. It's a werewolf show. It was
Oh,
definitely one. Of
I guess so.
Team Wolf, right?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Do we look like we
I worked
watch
on a lot of shows,
werewolf
guys.
I don't live in LA.
But last ship, they fed us like kings.
nice.
Hawk, did you do everything else?
Yeah. again, like the comedic touches are so good because like the entire cast just plays so well off it. Ortega especially in that, she's great in every episode. And it's like first date
So
or
great.
third date. And he's like, how about blind
Blind
date?
date.
Yeah.
That was
date.
hilarious.
Proceeding with caution. I love too when he's like, we can get Ensign Chu to take over. She's like, no, it's like having a conversation, kind of like a third date. And you just hear like the slightest chuckle from Pike. He's like, third date. Anyway, sorry.
No worries. Yeah, loving it. Not much more to add. So
Listen, y'all know how I feel about Captain Pike. This is like I love it. I love the fact that not only was he cooking chili, but he found an apron and put the apron on. And it's like Pike cooking without an apron isn't even cooking at all. And
That was the first thing he replicated, was an apron.
Exactly. It was just like, that was so awesome. I love the fact that it was
These like Starfleet away mission jackets are like
That's fair. You don't want to.
put like some chili on it. Come on.
That won't come out.
I loved it.
Julian,
Yes.
question for you.
Yes.
How do you think if we had like a situation where Captain Pike gets thrown into the future, into like TNG era or whatever, where we like replicate everything, right? Like I mean, there's some fresh food out there, but in general, they replicate everything. Do you think he replicates everything and still cooks, or like how do you think he handles being? Because now they still have mess tents, right? They can replicate some stuff.
I don't think
but
they
he
had
doesn't
mess
cook.
tent. They didn't have like
tent,
food on like the Enterprise D. I think everything would have to be
They're
replicated.
cubes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Cubes.
No, I think it would be
Oh.
replicators. Unfortunately, like Erik said, and then someone, I forget who it was in our Discord in the spoiler chat today, said that last scene when Pike does the Arrrr, Captain. I keep forgetting their name. Captain Angel, if we ever run into them again, we should make them walk the plank. And Una goes, oh, please stop. And it's like brother and sister. It's like they are the perfect epitome of like a brother and sister relationship. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Let's get into our last bit of the show real quick. Girafe, you're on a bit of a time limit. Permission to speak freely. Did we miss anything from this episode that you want to talk about? Girafe, go ahead.
Where is Uhura?
missing.
Yeah, what the hell?
What the actual fuck? Like, I rewatched the episode and I look at everybody.
But
She's nowhere.
Let me ask you a question. Where would you have put her in this episode? Just in the brig with
But
the
it
rest
doesn't
of
matter.
them?
They could have just said, "Hey, she's out with like the space chicken pox or something."
Oh, or like you see her like when they're like walking and they're like everybody behind them, you just like see her walk with them.
But
Like,
do you know what we've been saying about how like lower decks get told nothing? I guarantee you none of the lower deckers got kidnapped. I bet you they were all in their little
They
pods
don't even
still-
know.
I think they were all in their
They're
pods just
still back
sleeping, and
there.
that's why we didn't see Uhura.
Pushing
They were
by
all
Bruno.
just in their pods sleeping, and that's
no, but like
that's my headcanon.
seriously, no, they can't do that.
Well,
She
listen, we
needs to be
know
somewhere.
we know from trailers she's going to be in next week's episode.
Who?
Hardcore,
Yeah,
so- we're talking
and-
about
Everyone was
Uhura.
downstairs going,
And
purge.
I do think they don't put her in any, like, we don't see her a lot when there's any
Oh, that's
T'Pring
right.
episode because she's not supposed to know T'Pring, because in TOS when she appears on the screen she's like, who is she? And she doesn't know T'Pring. So I think they're trying like to just make her disappear, and so far they managed like to have her locked somewhere else doing
Right.
something else, but
7
just
years
not
of doing
having
that, though.
her at all. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
No hammer either.
I'm angry.
No hammer.
No hammer
either.
either.
No,
But I think that comes down to what I think has all been but confirmed is that Bruce Horak was a very late addition to the cast. So
Yeah, but she was not.
no, she was not. You were absolutely right. So, did anybody else have anything they
I have
quickly wanted?
one.
Yeah, go ahead.
At the very end, when they did their live long and prosper, T'Pring did.
She did the wrong.
She
this.
fucked it up. She did
fucked it up.
this.
How did they let that
She-
stay on camera?
Maybe she
I was
can't
like,
do it.
I think
Then you CG that thumb, man.
she got about that much of it.
She was trying really
no,
hard.
no,
You
No,
could
she
see
was
the
like,
hand
no, she was
shaking.
like this.
She was straight up like this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, the question is, you see a lot of Trekkies and fans go between, like, you see it at conventions like this and this. Are both acceptable, do you think, on Vulcan?
No, it's like
Supposed to
this.
be like
I know,
this.
it's like this. I know.
Do it right, nerds.
Ninja Turtle hands.
And it's a little bit curves too. It's like not straight like this. It's like
I
this
like
a
the
little bit.
straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Any other final thoughts? Anything we missed? Hawk, go ahead.
Yeah, how about Spock in the fight in the bridge and that, and picking
So
up a
good.
dude and throwing him across the
That was
deck.
cool.
It's my favorite moment of the episode.
Listen, I lost my mind. I was like, more.
You said something in the text messages about your ovaries for that one. I'm sharing that with everybody. Remember, I told you I was going to tell that line to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I texted him like, yeah, and he was like, I'm gonna say that on the pod. I was like,
am. It's true, and I did.
You think I'm ashamed?
No, not at all.
No one thinks that. No one. I think I've gotten to the point where I can see where the volume-esque wall, the video wall is. I can see where they are now. I don't know if anyone else can do that as well.
I think it's because we saw the videos. It's kind of obvious like where we know what it is, but it still looks pretty seamless.
No, it does. But
yeah.
But I think I've just because of watching Obi-Wan and all these other shows, I'm like, I know where the fake starts. I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's just an offhand.
Anything else? No? Okay. Crew member of the week. Erin, who is your crew member of the week?
Oh, I mean, it's got to be Spock, right? Like, no, actually, you know what? I'm taking it back, Pike, because I just really enjoyed his insanity.
Nice. Giraffe.
Ortega's. She cracked me up.
She was awesome. What even is firing gently?
Yeah, right.
It was every line was perfect. The little like when he's like doing the pirate and you see like her just laugh from her eyes, incredible. She needs to have an episode.
It better
ASAP.
be soon. It better be.
Yeah.
Ortega's as well. Ship go boom. Hilarious.
Kaboom!
Kaboom.
Don't make me say it again.
just real quick for posterity's sake, Giraffe's exact line in the chat was, aha, 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 when yeeted that dude over the bridge, one of my ovaries exploded.
Yeah, you gotta keep that other ovary.
There it is. There it is.
Well,
don't worry, Giraffe.
Dude.
Don't worry, my
him.
ovary exploded too. Straight up fucking yeeted him. Who didn't do crew member of the week yet? Hawk.
I'm gonna go Ortega's because I always nominate somebody else in that, and she seems to be like the linchpin of this crew. I'm gonna say that right now. She is the linchpin with her humor, just spot on. Great.
Nice. Over on Twitch, crew member of the week from Haven Studio, Chapel, Silver Metal Tavern, Chief Kyle, because why not? Yum Yum Pod, Chapel, she took down the Pirates of the Hyper Spray. Yeah, I love that moment too. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say Pike. In 7 episodes, my man, I haven't given it to him yet, and this was his episode so much. Like, I loved him in this. I loved the chili. I loved Alpha Brega 4. I loved the pirate talk. If I could do this whole episode in pirate talk, I would, but then I probably wouldn't be able to do another podcast again. So I'm not gonna do that. So that was fun. Crew member of the week. We're not gonna do a red shirt counter or a sideburn counter because his
sideburn was pretty epic this episode though.
They were normal. Like, they were pretty.
What?
I didn't notice them.
No. When he's like hiding near the Jeffrey's tube with Dr. Aspen, like his sideburn come all the way to
Did they? I did
jaw.
not notice that. Oh my god. Shatterhand also gave it to Pike late, and Captain Angel 17 goes to Una. Yeah, Una was good in this episode too. A favorite pirate joke. I have a good pirate joke. You ready?
Oh my god.
So a guy walks into a bar. He sits down. He orders a beer. The bartender is like really antsy because he's got a steering wheel connected to his body, and the guy who ordered the beer is like, why do you have a steering wheel connected to your body? And the bartender goes, "Yar, it's driving me nuts."
Get out. Get out.
I don't even get it.
My kids like what's the pirate joke? Why are
Kill dog?
Oh, why?
Thank you.
Why are pirates?
I didn't even get it.
Why are pirates tenors? This is a singing joke. Because they love the high seas. Oh.
And I think it's my cue. I'm gonna go.
Bye, Giraffe. Could you give your rating before you go, and then we'll go with the other order, please? Out of 10 bowls of Pike's chili.
I said 8 out of 10. Good episode. I liked it, but no overrush. Chapel being here to be the love interest. There was some Sybok is what kind of
Yeah.
And T'Pring was amazing. Gia Sandu is just
She's fantastic. Yeah.
she's so gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
Sartuga has a pirate joke in the chat. What's
a pirate? Oh, go ahead.
Go for
Sorry,
it.
go ahead.
No, I'll say it. You do the.
Okay.
What's a pirate's favorite crime?
Arson.
I'm gonna officially announce that I'm moving to Discovery Podcast. Thank you so much.
Guys, Girafe is leaving us for Star Trek Discovery Pod. She's going to be on there in about 8 minutes. Go check her out there.
Send our pirate jokes over there. Do it.
Yeah, please send the pirate jokes over to that pod.
I still don't understand the one with the steering wheel, so I'll try.
Okay, you should do the alphabet.
Wasn't good.
It was good, goddamn.
Do what's a pirate's favorite letter?
R. I know this one.
Or
the
high seas again. You can use that. You can use that answer for everything. That's fine.
SMK has a great one. What's a pirate's favorite element? Argon.
Okay, I'm out. Die.
Yay!
And Eric's gonna have to fix the screen.
It's fine.
That
We're
makes
fine?
it beautiful.
Erin, your rating for this week's episode.
Good, because I do not have a pirate joke. My rating, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. I thought it was a little bit of a slow start, and I was kind of like, oh god, we're gonna have a love episode. But I really thought it was fun. I'll watch these zany ones, 8 out of 10 times. So 8 out of 10.
Nice. Erik.
7.5. I thought it didn't really jive with me, but I like the pirate stuff. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, pirate jokes are fun. Hawk.
I'm gonna go 8.5 on this one, and that it's a little more exceptional. I didn't, again, I agree totally with the whole thing about Chapel and that, and they need to really do something to revamp her story arc and that. But overall, this was a great, enjoyable episode. I'm gonna enjoy rewatching it at some point and that. And Jesse James Keitel, yeah, can't wait to see more.
Did you guys watch Ready Room yet?
Not yet.
No.
Jesse James Keitel shows up, and that's all I'll say because it's awesome.
Ooh.
Watch it.
Nice.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 as well. This is just a fun episode of Trek, right? Is it up there in the great episodes? No. Is it just really fun every episode of the season's for? Absolutely. So 8.5 out of 10.
Hey, what's a pirate's favorite Star Wars character?
Oh,
Darth
wait.
Vader.
R2D2.
Haven gives this one a 9 out of 10. That was awful. Joaquin slowly gives an 8.5 Sybok stand-ins before casting. Captain Angel 1701 gives a 7.5. 10 out of 10 from Shatterhand. Awesome. Yes. Hey, me and Hawk are not very innocent with us giving out our 10s. We give a lot of them. Wayner 56. I'd say 8, but I need to rewatch it. May go up. Jar Jar is also a good answer.
okay, that one was
good.
fun.
That is good. Good job, Silver Medal Tavern. NY Light 7.5 out of 10. Sybok knocks it down. You know what, NY Light? I love you, man, but I'm not getting the Sybok hate. We got to have a chat. We got to have a fireside chat. Where's the fire, Erik? I need the fire.
We have this Discord thing that you can
I've taken it. I put it on a spaceship.
And Maggie Light gives it a 10. Let's get into the subspace to poll and mailbag.
Shipwide Cadet Aurora.
Aye, sir.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got a new
like
one.
it.
Yeah. Who wants to read the poll?
Can I please?
Are you going to do it in a pirate voice?
Oh God, yes.
Thank God. Okay, go ahead.
78% said Arrrr. That was a great hip. That was great. 17% said ahoy, hoist the colors. 3% said yar, scrub the deck. And only 2% said walk the plank, matey.
Takako has an amazing joke.
It's really good.
A pirate's favorite letter is P because it looks like an R, but it's missing a leg.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Since Hawk did we'll just go in the circle that I have here. Erin, if you could take off with Shatterhand's
Sure.
mailbag. please.
Shatterhand wrote, this episode was an
Dying.
absolute blast. A blast. And
Hey,
maybe my
hey.
new favorite episode of the season so far. There are so many standout performances this time around, but Jesse James Keitel deserves the biggest and loudest shout out as Dr. Aspen / Captain Angel, and I deeply hope we'll see more of them. The plot twists, the unexpected moments, and surprise appearances and reveals, Stone, Sybok, set this episode up as one of you guys, words are hard. Set this episode as one that many Star Trek fans will remember for a long time. 10 out of 10 R's for me.
Hey, you did the pirate voice. Yay. Erik.
MC wrote. I don't know why I said it in a pirate voice. MC wrote. MC wrote. I hate Star Trek 5. No, why am I so excited about the prospect of Sybok? Maybe I just want him done well. I was way too happy at the appearance of Stawn, like happier than anything else. I liked the episode, aside from it being placed way too close to Spock and Mock and not allowing other characters a chance to shine. Where's my Ortega's episode? Hammer? But a very good outing. Please give us more Pirate Pike. Pirate
Indeed.
Pike.
Pirate Pike. Oh, go ahead with Havens.
Haven wrote, absolutely a great episode. It ranks up there for me quite high, and it was such a surprise I did not see coming. I said before that I feel like Strange New Worlds was going to make me probably watch more TOS. I never expected that to include watching the only TOS movie I've never seen. And to repeat what MC wrote, can we get more Pirate Pike? Arrrr.
You don't need to see Star Trek 5.
Pike would be a pirate.
Give us the Shatner cut.
Oh my God. A Mirrorverse where they're all pirates? Yes.
Arrrr.
Yum Yum Pod wrote, what an episode of Killjoys this week.
That's so true. Oh my God. Yes.
Like that series, this was very sloppy, rough around the edges, dumb, and most importantly, fun. It's fun. This isn't a masterpiece of an episode and not the best work of the season, but it engaged me enough and had that perfect air of silliness. Like with Picard, I do see that the budget was thrown into the first half of the season, while in the I'm just going to stop there real quick because I feel like the budget has been on par with every single one of these episodes so far. Yeah. The budget was thrown in the first half of the season, while in the back half we get the Enterprise crew piloting a pirate ship, which was epic, from a set that looked as good as TOS season 3.
That bridge set was very, I don't know, it was very narrow and weird.
I loved it.
Yeah.
The pirates punching Pike's hair was the biggest crime they committed. Agreed.
Take that off a stun. Kill that person.
Yeah. Back to you, Erin.
All right. Egghawk wrote. Is Egghawk like a offshoot of U-Hawk? Is this a friend that you have?
I just was thinking about Eggman from Sonic.
It's your nemesis.
Exactly. Egghawk wrote, wow, Sybok. As soon as he said his father had a child out of wedlock, I shouted it out loud. Great episode. Also, Pike trying to be a pirate was very funny. Another great episode.
Colin wrote, mixed bag for me. The pirates were boring, yet the antics of our captured crew were delightfully hilarious. Dr. Aspen was interesting, even intriguing, yet Captain Angel was just another mustache-twirling villain. I love badass Spock throwing villains across the bridge and Chapel slamming sedatives into them. Knowing how Chapel already feels about Spock, I felt very sad for her with that kiss. On the other hand, Stawn, Sybok, very cool.
Nice. Take us home, Hawk.
Jesco wrote, Chapel continues to be a standout for me. I loved her sneaking around the ship, and I'm always a sucker for someone taking the pee out of pharmacist and using a medical kit in combat. I also really enjoyed seeing snippets of T'Pring at work, and the pirates were a hilarious delight. Pike's Cookout, Hostage Edition. Angel was a bit of a miss for me, but I still think the actor did an amazing job. Finally, I am once again asking, where is Hammer, my beloved? 7 out of 10 angry hypo sprays.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that we're getting Hammer next week. I know we're getting Arrrr next week. Next week is going to be really fun. Can't wait. Speaking of next week, before we go, we have a special guest announcement for next week's episode, and this is a damn good one, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, we welcome very special guest, Strange New World's own costume designer, Bernadette Croft, is going to join us here live on the show. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to talk to her. I had the privilege of meeting her in Chicago at the convention, and she is awesome. Can't wait to talk to her all about the amazing costumes, especially the costumes that we're going to see in next week's episode, which are going to be just fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe going to watch that one. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Erin, I want to say it's awesome to have you on the pod again. Way to keep that secret, Erik. Well done.
I'm the good one with secrets and
You're the good one. I'm the potato one. To quote Doctor Who. Oh,
Listen,
God.
if I can pop in, I will. My new job is crazy, but if I can, I'll be here. I love this pod, and I love you guys. So
Love you
We
too.
love you too.
Oh, all right, folks. That's going to do it for this one. Go have a great night. Yeah. Oh, for Hawk, for Erik, for Erin, I'm Julian. Have a great night.
good night.
Thanks for beaming into our podcast today. If you want to keep the hailing frequencies open, you can subscribe on Apple and Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. Like what you hear? Put in a good word with Starfleet and leave us a 5-star review.